recent question, which was, should I start my policy now, or should I or can I wait 6 months from now? Or what's the difference if I wait 12 months from now? Is there a cost of waiting? Really was the question. And to answer that, there's two ways you can answer it. One, should I start now? If I am price quoting a policy, if I am buying it based off of the death benefit and my age, the younger I am, the cheaper it is. That makes sense. If we are designing it for maximum cash value and structuring it with a certain amount of money going towards premium and cash, doesn't really matter. You might see a $2 difference. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it'll be very, very close. So let's break it down a little bit. Let's go into detail. Is option one traditional death benefit planning? Is, say I'm 35, I want $1 million policy, and let's say that cost me $10,000. Or if I wait 6 to 12 months, my starting age will be 36 years old, and that same $1 million policy may cost me $10,500 per year. So now all of a sudden, the premium has increased with age. So then the answer to the question would be, yes, I should start earlier if I want to reduce my premium. With that said, that is a great example of exactly what we'll recommend not to do. So how we want to set up a policy, and this touches on everything, has to do with the policy design. I know we always reiterate this because it is critical. Money can go where? Insurance premium, or it can go toward our PUA rider, which the insurance company still considers as premium on their side. To translate this into English, premium, insurance expense dollars, PUA premium, cash dump-in. Now, regardless, if I am 35 years old, 36 years old, or 60 years old, does not matter if my cash flow is the same for any age range. Meaning I'm not going to take option one and just shop it or price quote it from the death benefit. No, we don't want to do that. We're going to assume the individual is going to pay, say, $10,000 a year into the policy. So $10K a year, nice round number, is my cash flow. Now the question is, if we can actually choose how much of that $10,000 goes towards insurance premium and how much goes towards PUAs, well, that's the key there. That's what we want to be aware of. And we can put the same percentage, same amount of money towards premium and PUAs regardless of how old we are. We've got a lot of segments that answer the question, am I too old for cash value life insurance? And the answer is often no. So we've got our cash value and we have our death benefit. And here's the thing. So if I'm going to pay $10K a year into a policy, I can put $1,000 a year of that $10,000 towards the insurance premium, the base premium, referred to as the insurance expense. This is our 10/90 split, 10% premium, and the company will allow us to 10x that as far as a total contribution. So $1,000 a year towards the premium, and the remaining $9,000 a year towards PUAs. What this does is base premium dollars do what, first and foremost? Relative to our cash, depending on the product, we'll see zero, often in the first year, sometimes the first and second year. And the reason why, dollars that go towards the base premium buy us life insurance. Again, the company overcharges me for the death benefit up front, and then beginning year 2 or 3, depends on the company and the product, I will begin to see those premium dollars credit back the cash value for me, very similar to any other dollars being paid in. Now, with that said, dollars that go into PUAs, i.e. cash dump-in, relative to my cash value, They show up in cash value. That's money I have access to. It's my cash surrender value. Begins to yield dividends and interest faster. Now, it will buy me some life insurance death benefit. Depends on my age. If I pay $1,000 into PUAs, it buys me paid up additional life insurance. So it's still considered life insurance. Call it another $3,000 is purchased. Point being, so back to the question, when should I start? 6 months from now, 12 months from now? If I'm designing it for cash value, doesn't matter a whole lot. Yes, the younger I am, the sooner I start, I might see slightly higher returns. But at the same time, if we feel that we're being pressured, hey, you got to start right now because you're going to be a year older, right, in the next 2 months. So if you start now, you'll lock in better rates. There's some truth to that. But at the same time, a lot of times we look at a comparison and say, hey, it's like $300 over 30 years. Like, it's not worth me rushing and being stressed out over it. Point being, for that 35-year-old, we can pay in $1,000 premium and $9,000 in cash. Same thing for a 60-year-old, a 36-year-old. It doesn't matter either one. If we're 70, we've put policies together on 70-year-olds where it's been the exact same thing, where they're contributing the same amount as a 35-year-old. So 35-year-old pays in 10K, 70-year-old pays in 10K, but the ratios are the same. We minimize the premium, maximize the cash, and the cash values are comparable while the death benefits are not. Younger individual has more life insurance. So the answer to the question, I know I rambled a bit here. Should I start, let's clean this, now, 6 months, or 5 years from now? Let's throw that in there. Provided my health does not change. That could be something we don't have a lot of control over, but if we are designing the policy properly, and the ratios are the same, which tie right into the policy design, and our goal is cash value, not so much death benefit. We check those 3 boxes, doesn't really matter, right? I can start it now, I can start at 12 months, and the performance will be the same. Now, of course, if I start now, I'm getting money into a policy right now, which starts compounding, gets me ahead of the 8 ball. Time is everything, right? The sooner I get money into an account, the sooner I have it and can start implementing everything. But if I'm planning, if I'm not sold on it yet, I want to fully understand it. If I feel like I'm being rushed, I don't have to, for the sake of someone saying, well, the sooner you start, the better, because when you get older, you're going to lose out in performance. No, if you know what you're doing with the design, it doesn't make a huge difference. What I would refer one to is one of our videos on Does Age Matter, where we actually compare a 35-year-old and a 60-year-old male, same amount of money going in, very similar cash values, much different death benefit. So doesn't matter, should I start now or 6 months from now? Doesn't really matter unless my health changes or if I'm shopping for death benefit.